definitively shows we knew from the beginning it wasn't him? And two, based on the evidence in the case, do we have any clearer understanding of what happened to the actual Timothy Pitson? So it's a two-parter here for you.
Can you hear me okay? Yeah.
Yes, I can. Jennifer, did you hear me?
Yeah, I can. So, the thing about the DNA is that it's impossible to get away with this sort of thing now. And the fact that he was in prison means his DNA is in the database. So it would be unreasonable that someone could show up and say, hey, I'm this person, and with family members around to compare that DNA to, you're going to find out really quickly that it is not him, right? So it's sort of interesting that he thought that he could get away with that. He wasn't going to ever be able to. And secondly, this is just, what it does to the family is just it's so heartbreaking to have this person you put all your hopes on, and then it isn't him. So I don't know how this will affect the case going forward, except for they're just going to have to keep looking. They're going to have to keep one of the things that's interesting about forensics is that every 5, 6, 7 years, you can relook at these older cases. And because technology advances, you have the ability to maybe help solve crimes that you couldn't at the time. So that's what we're going to have to look for here, I'm assuming.
And Jennifer, let me stick with you for a second, because what we do have are these video surveillance tapes showing where Timothy and his mother were going before he disappeared, before she committed suicide. There apparently was dried blood in the car, but it wasn't clear at that point if this was from a nosebleed that Timothy had suffered, on a prior occasion, or it was something more nefarious. The note that she left, signifying that you'll never find him, but he's safe. There are those who believe that maybe she left him with somebody, maybe a stranger. I believe that's an interesting scenario here. But again, can we speculate on whether Timothy is alive at this point? What does the evidence show us? And like you said, there could be advancements. What are you hoping it would show us?
Well, it's going to be tough with the forensics that are involved in this case. It's going to be tough to, really you're going to be left with hoping that someone comes forward. In my experience, my child is safe and you'll never find them often means that the child has been killed, and now that child is in a better place, or that a person who does that has that kind of take, like, life is so bad that if I kill my child and now he's in heaven, he's in a better place. He's safe. You'll never find him. So at this point, because they don't have anything else to go on, it's going to come down to someone coming forward, and maybe even the child himself will at some point, if he is alive, be able to understand who he is and where he came from. But I don't hold out a lot of hope, honestly. It just seems like a very tragic case.
It really is. And Adam, I'm just going to ask you quick 15 seconds.